So today we'll be solving this question. A 0.1 liter solution of Cl minus is titrated with 1.0 into 10 raised to minus 3 molar Ag plus solution. The endpoint is reached when 0.025 liters of the Ag plus solution has been added. What is the concentration of Cl minus in the original solution? Okay, so now first let's write the reaction and then we'll see what we can infer. Okay, so see, this is a reaction that we are all familiar with, right? Ag plus plus Cl minus giving AgCl. So um, now the question says that the endpoint has been reached. Okay, if the endpoint has been reached means what? No more AgCl is being precipitated up. That's how we are going to identify. And at that point it means that there is no more Cl minus in the solution left that the Ag plus can react with. So from this we can conclude this, that the number of moles of Ag plus that has been added to the solution is equal to the number of Cl minus ions that were present in the solution initially. And this is what is going to help us solve this question. Okay, now this is a formula that you're going to use. This formula which states that number of moles of the substance upon volume of the substance giving us a concentration, right? Now if I rearrange this, what I'm going to get? Number of moles equals concentration into volume. Okay, now see, here 1 Ag plus 1 Cl minus are used, means 1 mole of Ag plus reacts with 1 mole of Cl minus to form AgCl. So I can equate the two, that is the product of concentration into volume can be equated. And now we can rearrange this, like for Cl minus I can take this volume here, divide this term by volume of Cl and solve, right? Now remember this, that we can equate them only because 1 Cl and 1 Ag plus are reacting. If the number of moles for some other reaction had different coefficients here, then we would have to divide the volume by the stoichiometric coefficient. If you didn't follow this, wait for some time. After this question, I have taken an example and shown it. Okay, now pause here and try it for yourself. Let's see the solution. This is the data that we have been given in the question. Volume of Cl minus, concentration of silver and volume of silver. This is the formula that we saw in the earlier. And now if I substitute value, rearrange for Cl minus, this is the answer that I'm going to get, which is my option B. Now the tricky part comes when you are given different units. See, sometimes the units are given in ml or cm cube. So suppose now here they have given 0.1 liter and here they had given us 25 ml instead. Instead of this, here suppose they had given us 25 ml, then what would we have done? Then we can't directly just substitute into the formula. We will have to convert them using one of these. Okay, the conversion is also written over here. You can note this down. This is so this is one thing you have to pay attention to while solving this kind of question. Okay, now to take another example, suppose Pb2 plus 2 Cl minus was given, then what would we have done? So suppose now this is one example. Suppose aluminum plus fluorine to form AlCl3. There again it is 1 and 3. So such questions, then what to do? It's best to remember the formula, a general formula, right? So see, here this is a general formula, and here m1v1 upon n1 equals m2v2 upon n2. So the only difference from the previous formula what we used, and this is this. Okay, and this is number of moles. Here number of moles will be 1 and this will be 2. So that is what I have substituted and written it here, mole. So we can use this and then solve. Suppose as I said, if it was aluminum plus 3 chlorine Cl minus, then it would be 1 and 3. Okay, so note this formula down as well. This is this formula that you can use for any question which has of this type.